Rated M for mature.
Our latest mission wouldn't be possible without the intel and support we're receiving from the brave men and women of the French Resistance. Throughout the operation, you will have several opportunities to return the favor by helping them overcome their own challenges through time-based missions. Clearing these will strengthen the bond with our allies and pave the road for the challenges ahead. To help you live up to the title of Elite and bring home some gold medals, Command has put together the following briefing to prepare you for Sniper Elite Resistance's newest edition, Propaganda Missions. Let's begin. Strategize before you act. There are 3 types of propaganda missions: stealth, sniper, and combat. Each one will begin with a timer on your screen and a group of enemies that are entirely unaware of your presence. The timer will remain stopped unless you are seen by the enemy or if you take action against the enemy. Melee attacks, headshots, any trigger pulls, all of these will cause the timer to begin counting down. While the timer is stopped, you have the advantage. It is recommended that you use the opportunity to study the lay of the land, walk around the challenge area, and formulate a plan of attack before you jump into action. Keep moving. Once the timer starts, it does not stop. Every second you spend standing still or thinking about your next move is a wasted second in every challenge type. For this reason, it's critical that you keep moving and actively push towards your goal. There's no time to second guess your actions or recover from a missed shot. Shake it off, try again, and finish what you started. While the pressure of a timer counting down can amplify stress, there are opportunities to add precious seconds to your timer. In stealth challenges, ghost kills add 30 seconds to the clock. In sniper challenges, headshots and environmental kills add 10 seconds to the clock. And in the combat challenge, kills with heavy weaponry and explosives also add 10 seconds to the clock. Each mission gives you plenty of these opportunities. Find them, position yourself to leverage them, and execute. All of this information is verifiable in the briefing for each propaganda mission. Obtain supplies in the field. Each propaganda mission drops you into the challenge with minimal supplies and tasks you with taking down dozens of enemies. In order to overcome the insurmountable odds, you will have to do plenty of improvising and scavenging up whatever ammo and supplies you can find in the field. In stealth and combat challenges, you will occasionally find ammo and weapons scattered throughout the environment, but the most consistent source of supplies is going to be the enemies you take down. Don't forget to search their bodies and scavenge for whatever might be useful. In sniper challenges, there will be boxes of different types of ammo available to you in your sniper nest. Seek these out if you run low on standard rounds, or if you want to alter your approach with soft point rounds, high explosive rounds, and whatever else you can find in the area. Use the environment to your advantage. When you're up against the clock and running low on bullets, taking out several enemies at once with a single well-placed shot can make all the difference. This is why Command recommends using the environment to your advantage. Red barrels, carelessly placed explosives, precariously hanging pallets. Anything you can use to even the odds is fair game. Be warned though, getting the most out of these environmental kills will require precision timing and expert aim. Using the environment to your advantage doesn't mean just for lethal reasons. In stealth challenges, don't forget to use the environment to conceal yourself, using things like low cover and tall grass to stay out of sight. Boost your score with elite enemies. Because propaganda mission success is based on score, it's imperative that you use tactics to boost and optimize that score. You're an elite, so shoot for the goal. One effective way to do this is by carefully neutralizing elite enemies to take advantage of the score multiplier they provide. Each challenge type has an elite enemy unit that does this, who are easily identified with the unique tags over their heads. In sniper challenges, elite snipers provide a ×2 multiplier for 15 seconds, and the same applies to Gestapo officers in stealth challenges and the Gastwaffen in combat challenges. Eliminating one of these enemies and then following up that kill with several regular enemies in quick succession is the key to high scores. Once the timer ends, move on to the next elite unit and repeat to get your score as high as possible. Minimize time between kills. Minimizing the time between kills as much as possible is another key strategy. This tactic is more difficult in stealth challenges where you're in the thick of it and trying to keep a low profile, but it applies to every challenge challenge type. Completing these challenges as fast as possible results in a time bonus to your score based on how much time you had left, which can be the difference between a lower completion medal and a higher one. Using this tactic while adhering to the additional time parameters from the mission briefing will have a massive effect on your final score. In some cases, players have received time bonuses that double their base score by following this instruction: memorize enemy layout. One thing to note about propaganda missions is that the enemy layouts and their patrol paths in each challenge remain the same between attempts. This gives you an opportunity to memorize those enemy placements and use that intel to tweak and improve your approach every time you run a mission. Your goal should be to find an optimized path or sequence that maximizes your score and minimizes the time spent on the challenge. And with this in mind, elites should be open to retrying missions until they achieve that perfect approach. That concludes this briefing. Remember, we're helping the Resistance. Give every challenge your best shot, learn from your mistakes, and strive for perfection. Sniper Elite Resistance is available now on Xbox Game Pass, Xbox Series X, S, Xbox One, PS5, PS4, and Windows PC via Steam or the Epic Games Store. Elites dismissed.